Hello, this is Richard Collins, your instructor in ATM 101, Weather and Climate of Alaska here at the University of Alaska, Fairbanks. Welcome to Unit 12. In this unit we will be studying weather analysis and forecasting. The investigation this week asks you to analyze the weather from Unit 3 and 4 and use it to study weather forecasting. You will work with forecast maps and data that we have placed on the class Blackboard site. The reading for this week draws on Chapter 13 of Weather Studies and Chapter 6 of the Climate of Alaska. Chapter 13 of Weather Studies focuses a lot of its attention on the organizations that conduct weather analysis and forecasting. While this material is interesting, I am much more interested in you getting drawn into how forecasts are made by forecasters and what kind of principles they use so that you can have a forecasting experience. The lecture this week is by Eric Stevens, a National Weather Service meteorologist. Eric does a very good job of summarizing the fundamental methods that are used in forecasting, and he has given many guest lectures to ATM 101 in the past. The chapter from Climate of Alaska focuses on local effects and the role of local geography in affecting local weather. We can all be critical of forecasters and forecasts. Remember, they are attempting to precisely forecast the condition of the atmosphere at your location. This is not like reading your horoscope in the newspaper. While synoptic scale systems can be used to explain the general weather trends, local geography also matters. So if we look at example snowfall, it can vary hugely in a small area based on local hills and valleys. In Alaska also, the interior of Alaska experiences Chinook winds that can raise the temperature significantly, and they occur because of the geography of the Alaska Range and the flow of winds over the Alaska Range from the Gulf of Alaska into the interior. As you work through the material, keep in mind how you define success and failure in a forecast. Is it sufficient for a forecast to predict the temperature to within 5 degrees Fahrenheit? In a forecast, is it a failure if it predicts no precipitation and you actually get trace amounts of precipitation? It's also very important to remember that how we depend on the weather is going to affect how critical we are of a forecast. If you've planned a hunting trip for the weekend or you've planned an outdoor wedding, you're going to be incredibly more sensitive to the success of the forecast than if you're sitting at home staying indoors all weekend. In your screencast, make sure to share the perspectives you got by taking your site observations and go back to your observation notes as you talk generally about the analysis that you've done for this unit. This week we also have our third teleconferences with me, your instructor. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact the teaching assistants. Thank you and good luck.